Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is a long overdue haul. I can't even remember the last time I filmed a haul, so this is probably an accumulation of all the polishes. I want to say I filmed the last haul probably like right before summer or maybe like beginning of summer. So this is going to be an accumulation of probably like June to maybe, I've got some polishes in there. I always have polishes coming in, let's be real. So I would say like this is maybe like summer through, yeah, I'd say this is probably summer because I think some of these kind of fall into fall. So maybe like summer beginning fall haul. And so like I've mentioned in other haul videos, this isn't all of the polishes that I've purchased. It's just the polishes that I have not yet worn as manicures. So I kind of group them all into a haul type video, but in reality they're polishes that I've picked up, so they're essentially a haul, but they're basically just untrieds that I haven't worn as manicures at this point. So that's how I do this. If I tried to do a haul of every single polish, we would be here for forever and a day, and we're already here for 40 minutes out of, you know how my videos are, so that's why I try and shorten these up a little bit and just show you the ones that we haven't talked about. If you follow me regularly, all the other polishes you've seen in like my weekly / monthly monthly manicures, so that's a good way of also keeping up to date with polishes that I've been purchasing. So if you are not a subscriber, I would recommend becoming one because I buy a lot of polish, and as I have mentioned, I don't have time to talk about every single polish that I buy, at least in one video, for the season as it is. So let's go ahead and jump in. I thought I had way more polishes. Well, I guess since it's been so long since I've made a video or since I've done a haul, I've worn a lot of these polishes. So I was very nervous trying to film this because I was like, oh my gosh, there's going to be a bazillion polishes I'm going to have to talk about. But in reality, since it's taken me so long, I've worn a lot of these polishes, so I've worked my way down. So there's still a decent amount here, let's be real, but definitely a lot less than I had anticipated. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now I want to start out with these first ones are the like really summery polishes that I did not get a chance to wear during the summertime. So I'm gonna talk about those first. This is I bought a couple from the 90 Smoothie Bar collection. So I think I wore 2 out of this haul. I wore blackberry banana and I also wore watermelon juice. These are the other 3 that I purchased in that haul. This is blueberry acai, and these all have the same type of finish. They're basically kind of like neon, slightly crelly mixtures with these black shard flakies in here, which are really pretty. So this is blueberry acai, which is this really pretty like sky blue. Really, really pretty. This one is matcha and mint, which is not a highlight, I'd say it's like a highlighter green. It's coming up a lot more lime colored here in my viewfinder, but this is a lot, it's kind of like a highlighter green. It's a little bit cooler than what I'm seeing here in the viewfinder. So that is matcha and mint. And then the last one is pomegranate refresher, and this is more of a coral pink. So if you've seen watermelon juice is more of like a highlighter pink, whereas this has just a little bit more orange in it. So really, really pretty. I did enjoy these polishes. The formula is a little bit thick, so it takes a little bit of getting used to just because it's hard to kind of manipulate it on the nail with those flakies in there, but I was I pleasantly enjoyed, why do I always get stuck on that? I was pleasantly surprised by how much I liked them, just because neons, I'm always kind of like, I like neons in theory, but I'm always kind of weary when I get them on the nails. But I thought these were neon-y, but not, they're almost kind of like a pastel kind of neon. They feel a little bit softer on the nail than like a straight up neon. So I really enjoyed those. And then next up are going to be 3 Floss Gloss polishes that I picked up during the summertime. Floss Gloss, I think they do some really interesting like summery colors, but I'm not crazy about the formulas. But I buy them anyway just because I feel like sometimes some of their colors just aren't replicated in other places. So this one is Neon Nacho. This is a kind of macaroni and cheese neon orange. I wore this as part of a gradient earlier this summer, but I have not worn it as a manicure, but I really, really enjoyed it. It's got a little bit, it's not too macaroni and cheese orange. It's a little bit lighter, so I find it a little bit more palatable for me because those macaroni and cheese oranges are can be a little much for me sometimes. This one is Wet. Wet is just kind of like tealy aqua blue. not teal, it's more aqua. This one I bought to try and replace my bottle of Too Yacht to Handle from China Glaze, because that one is getting, it's getting pretty low, and I was hoping to find one that has a little bit better formula. This one is a slightly better formula, but it's still pretty thin. Most floss glosses that I've tried are 3 coats to be opaque. But most of the time the formula is pretty good. It's just they're very, very sheer. So this one was pretty close to China Glaze Too Yacht to Handle. I don't remember if I still have the swatch or not of me wearing them, but the Too Yacht to Handle is just slightly more neon. So it's kind of a good similar polish, but not quite. So I don't know if it's going to take the place of Too Yacht to Handle, but I did like this. So that one is wet. And then this one, kind of an oddball one for me. This is Con Limon, and this is a, I don't want to say it's a green, it's kind of a chartreuse, but it's a little bit more, doesn't have as much green in it. So it's kind of this interesting, like, yellowy green that leans a little bit more on the, like, yellower side. So that looks really, really pretty. Definitely out of my comfort zone. Don't know if I'll wear this as a full manicure, but I actually liked it. I think just because it's got a little bit more green to it than like a neon, like highlighter yellow type color. So I did enjoy that. So those are my Floss Gloss pickups. Let's go ahead and jump into, let's see here. I do have some polishes that I picked up in June from the polish pickup, as well as the For the Love of Polish box. So I'm going to talk about those just because I feel like those are pretty, those are from June, so June, and we're now in December and I'm just talking about them now. So I don't even remember what the theme was for, I want to say it was video games for June. So I think I picked up like 1 or 2 other ones in this polish pickup, but these are the last 2 that I haven't worn yet. This one is Animalese from Polish for Days. And this is a, it's kind of a, the base is kind of a medium purple, and then it's got that really pretty kind of like copper flash. And then similar to other Polished for Days polishes, this finish also has some flakies, yeah, kind of like some multi-chrome flakies in there, which I don't know if you can pick up from the video, just because these polishes are always packed with so much stuff. So very, very pretty. So that again is Animalese. And then the other one that I picked up is from a new brand for me. I haven't tried this one before. This is Level Up Lacquer, and this one is called Dragons for Dinner. And this was an interesting crelly, I thought. It's this very kind of like a little bit of a deeper, it's kind of about a, let's say like a medium gray, and it's a crelly. So it's got a bunch of glitters in there. It's got, let's see, purple, white, and orange. So let me hold that up again so you can see the glitters in there. So I don't wear a whole lot of grays. When I do, it's the winter time, and I don't know, I just thought this was an interesting crelly mix, so I probably will. I obviously haven't worn it yet, but when I do wear gray, I do tend to wear them more in like the winter slash transition into springtime. So that's why this one's still untried, but I do plan on probably busting this out sometime soon. So that again is Dragons for Dinner. And then the For Love of Polish box that I got back in June was, I think the theme was desserts. And so this one is the Polished for Days contribution to that box. This one was called Flambe, and Flambe is a kind of ultra purple base with a, let's see here, it's got a scattered hollow in it, and then it looks to be kind of a duochrome, multichrome. So you've got that kind of like, I don't even know if I should say ultraviolet. It's kind of like a garnet, it's kind of a warmer purple with like a slight bit of red to it. So you can kind of see it there. So you've got that. I don't remember this being very duochrome on the nail, but I do see here in the bottle it's shifting a little bit to like a greenish gold. So yeah, interesting polish. It's been a little while since I swatched these, so I don't remember this being like terribly multi-chrome, but you just get that really pretty scattered hollow, and it does have that, this base does have that little bit of a, you know, flash that you can kind of see there. So that again is Flambe. And then the other one from that box that I have not worn yet is from Fair Maiden Polish, and this one is called Sugar Plum Spell. And this one again is kind of a similar base, a little bit more red, so it's kind of that like warmish kind of garnety red, and then it's got those really interesting flakies in there. Like, I don't know why, like I think the what color is that? they're definitely like multichrome. So they're shifting from like that interesting green color, and there's some pink ones in there. It does have a scattered hollow also, but what you're really getting is those really interesting flakies. And I think those just like look really interesting on that base. So I have yet to wear this. This is more, this seemed to be more of a fall polish for me, but I did not get a chance to wear it. But I could bust it out here in the winter time possibly. So we'll see how that one looks. I don't know, something about those flakies just are really intriguing to me. So I'm kind of excited to wear this one. So that again is Sugar Plum Spell. And then I talked about this briefly in like 2 manicure videos ago. So Polished for Days and Cuticula did a little combo set a couple months ago. I want to say like July, August-ish. And the set had 2 Polished for Days polishes. It was a rose themed set. So it came with 2 Polished for Days polishes as well as a Cuticula scented top coat and base coat in a rose scent. So I have already worn the other polish in this set, which I believe was called Enchanted Rose, I think, something like that, something rose. And this is the other one that I have yet to wear. So this is called Dreams Are Forever. And this one is kind of similar to the other one, but not quite. I don't have that one in here, unfortunately. So this one's more of a paler kind of champagne with like this just very light looking rose color to it. And this just has a linear hollow, I believe. Yes, nothing else crazy going on. I actually really like these linear hollows from Polished for Days. I like Polished for Days in general, but sometimes their normal finish of like flakies and glitter, or you know, flakies and flashes, and sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, and sometimes I feel like the polishes start to kind of look the same on the nail. So I thought, you know, just a basic kind of linear hollow. Granted, I haven't worn this, I've only swatched it, but the other one in this set was kind of similar. It was just a linear hollow. I actually really enjoyed that. So I would encourage, why is it, does anyone else have this problem when you have a bun? This one random hair just does not want to cooperate. It just wants to hang out there with everybody else. Jeez Louise. So yeah, like I would encourage Polished for Days to maybe like step out of the box sometimes and maybe like not do like a whole bunch of crazy stuff and just go a little bit more simple, because I feel like these, I really enjoyed the other one, and I thought this was really pretty swatched. So that again is Dreams Are Forever. Okay, this one, this set I feel like is the oldest in my collection, or the oldest that have been sitting in this haul box. These I feel like I bought so long ago. I think I bought these even before summer started. I want to say it was What's Up Nails, or was it Color for Nails? I think it was Color for Nails. They did, so I bought Cadillacquer. I bought some Cadillacquer polishes at the beginning of the year, and I kind of went a little crazy about them, and I wanted to buy a whole bunch of them. So everybody kind of sold out earlier this year on Cadillacquer, and I would say maybe mid-spring, maybe like May, June. One website, which I want to say is Color for Nails, they did a restock, and I went a little nuts and bought a whole bunch of polishes. Now, it's been since June and I have a whole bunch of these left. I think mostly because I just never got a chance. A lot of these colors are either like pastel-y, springy colors, or just kind of, they weren't really summer colors, so they've just kind of been sitting in this untried haul box just because I haven't really felt like wearing the colors yet. So let's go ahead and talk about these. I think I've worn a couple of them, but I still, let me tell you, I bought a whole bunch of them. So let's talk about the ones I haven't worn yet. So these are the kind of springy ones that I have not, they're not necessarily springy, but if I do wear them, I feel like these are going to be like that winter transitional into spring type color for me. So this one is called Equus, E-Q-U-U-S. So this one is Equus. This one came out with that collection earlier this year that had Hug the Dog and Youth and some of the other ones I can't think of. I think it was my favorite things or something like that. That whatever collection came out earlier this year. This was in that set. So this is kind of a dusty kind of like, it's like this very dusty kind of like bluish green color, like a seafoam maybe. And and it's got those gold glitters of varying sizes in there. It's a little bit similar to Hug the Dog, but it's a little bit more of a green base, whereas Hug the Dog is a little bit more of like a paler, dustier blue color. So that one is really pretty. Again, that one's called Equus, I think. And then the other one is called Tell Me You Need Me. And let me grab. So these are kind of similar, as you can see here. Tell Me You Need Me is just slightly more blue. There you go, you can see there. So they're both very dusty, but definitely more green in Equus, and this is Tell Me You Need Me. So Tell Me You Need Me also has these really pretty like pinky, there you go. I always forget there's one side that's got more glitter than the other ones. Really pretty pink glitters in there. So that one's pretty as well. So that one is Tell Me You Need Me. This also has a little bit of holographic glitters in there as well. I don't know if you can see that. You don't usually see holographic glitters in there from Cadillacquer. I just noticed it as I was moving them. Don't know if you're gonna be able to tell from the video, but Tell Me You Need Me. And then let's see here. These are the darker ones that I have yet to wear. This one is a little bit, I fought with myself when I ordered this. I don't see myself wearing this polish because I feel like it's gonna look terrible on my skin tone, but for some reason I just couldn't say no to it. So this one's called Neutrino, and Neutrino is this like really weird orange. It's like this very, very like pumpkin-y orange, but it's got, I don't know, it's just this very weird orange color. And as you can see here, it's got these blue, is it blue? Yeah. Yeah, so varying blue pieces in there. And normally I like pumpkin polishes, but like something about this base is just very, the orange is like very dirty looking. I don't know why, but I just thought there was such an interesting color combination that I just fought. I fought with myself. I was like, you're never gonna wear that. But I was like, ugh. And even when I swatched it, I was kind of like, so. I really want to keep this, so we'll see. I'll definitely wear it as a manicure, but I want to like this, but I just feel like this is not a me color, but we'll see. So that one again is Neutrino. And then the last two, this one I do plan on wearing here in this winter time, because I think this is a very wintry shade for me just because it's a gray. This one's called White Night. And this is a little bit of a lighter gray, definitely not cement, but it's a little bit lighter. And it's got these really pretty orange glitters in there. Just a really interesting color combination there. So I'm really excited to wear that. That one again is White Night. All right, sorry guys, I just realized that there was a polish release on Hypnotic that I needed to check on, and I have no self-control, so I just went ahead and bought them now while I was filming a video. So let us move on. So the last Cadillacquer that I have to talk about, I talked about briefly in, is it my fall nail polish favorites or fall nail polish picks? So I wanted to talk about it here just because I haven't worn it as a manicure yet. I did not, unfortunately, get a chance to wear it for the fall time, but it is a deeper blue, so I could maybe wear this in the winter time. So this one is called 11, and it's just very inky, like navy blue with a whole bunch of just like different colored glitters in there. I think there's some green, there's some blue, pink, just very like festive kind of like bright colors, which I think is kind of interesting compared to the deep base it is. So pretty excited to wear that one as well. So that one is called 11. And then moving on to the last couple Savannah Lacquers. So as I've mentioned in a couple other videos, Savannah Lacquer, and I think she's still doing it. She has had a lot of her polishes on sale over the last couple months, and so she has been selling her polishes at $7 a bottle, which I think is a really great deal because I really enjoy her polishes. So back at the beginning of summertime when she launched the sale, I bought quite a few of them. So you've seen a couple of those here over the last couple months. These are the last two that I have yet to wear. This one unfortunately did not get a chance to wear during the summertime. So this one is called Bubblegum Taffy, and it's just a really pretty kind of cooler like Barbie pink. And I believe this one is similar to the other taffy colors. It has a very faint, I think it's got a very faint flash to it, but I can barely Yeah, it's got a flash to it, but the flash is a similar color. So I don't think you're gonna be able to tell here in the in this video, but it just helps. That flash just does a really good job of kind of making the polish glow on the nail. So very excited to try that one. That's bubblegum taffy, but like I said, probably won't be wearing that till next summertime. And then this other one that I purchased is called Chance Meeting. And this one is an interesting like blurple color, and it's got a really pretty blue flash in it, and I think that's it, yes. So it's just got this really pretty like glowy flash that you can see there. So I thought this just looked really glowy on the nail. So I'm excited to try that one as well. So that one again is Chance Meeting. And then moving along, I'll talk about these briefly just because I feel like I've talked about them in length. So these are the remaining polishes from the WIlly Wonka collection from Dollish polish that she released kind of like beginning of summer, midsummer time. So if you've been watching my monthly manicures, I've worn a couple of these. These are the ones that I have yet to wear. So we've got, let's see here. We've got the white, so these are all kind of similar. It's just the bases are different. So they all have the same kind of, that one's a little bit different, but let's see here. So they all have, well, I guess they don't have the same glitter mixtures as I thought they did. These two do. So the orange and the green, they both have a glitter combo of like black, pink, green, and it looks like maybe yellow. And these names are redonkulously long. So the orange one is called Oompa Loompa Doopity Doo, and this one is called the green one's called The Suspense is Terrible, I Hope It'll Last. So you've got the orange, and I have mini bottles. I bought the whole collection just in minis. So let me turn this so you can see here. So those are the glitter combos there with the orange. This one's kind of like a pumpkin-y orange, and then this one's an interesting green. It's coming up a little greener on there than I'd like. It's a little bit more of like just a lime color. It's not very neon-y at all. So those are those two. And then the purple and pink both have similar color glitter colors. So this one, these two have, looks to be blue, white, maybe pink and black. And the purple one is called Violet, You're Turning Violet, Violet. And the pink is called Candy is Dandy, but Liquor is Quicker. I like the names. Okay, so there are those. All right, and the last one that we're going to talk about is the white one, and this one is called Everlasting Gobstopper, and the glitter combo on this one looks to be just white, blue, and black. So I'll show you that one. There we go. So all of these, I was really intrigued by this collection. I just thought the colors were really cool. I really liked Willy Wonka as a kid growing up, so I really wanted to like this collection, but as I've mentioned in other videos, I didn't love the formulas on these polishes. Unfortunately, the base colors are very thin, and so when they dry down, the base color dries down. It's just it's just weird. So the base color dries down, and then the glitter kind of rises up, and then the glitters never really suspend no matter how many like coats you put on the nail. So I think for most of these I did 2 or 3 coats, and even with 2 heavy coats of top coat, I just never really got that 3-dimensional feel with like the glitters kind of suspended. Like it always just looked really textured. And I don't know, I just really didn't care for the finishes on these. If I had to pick, I think the pink and the purple were probably like these were okay for me, but they weren't like amazing for me to keep in my collection. So I'm probably gonna de-stash the whole entire set. I wish I liked them. I wish I liked them a little bit more, but I'm not super crazy about them. So that again is the Dollish Polish Willy Wonka collection. And then this one I talked about briefly in my last video, so I don't know what came over me, but I purchased, this is a new brand for me. This is JReine. They released this really interesting like multi-chrome topper set a couple months ago. And I don't really know what came over me. I'm not a topper kind of person, but I am a multi-chrome type of person. So the swatches on these kind of really just drew me in. And I was really interested in the idea of them being a topper. I thought if they're multi-chrome and you throw them over different colors of polish, I'm wondering if like the color combinations would look, you know, would look different and that sort of thing. So I was intrigued by them, and so I ended up picking up the whole set. I've only worn one of them, which you would have seen in my last manicures video. So these are the remaining ones. So we've got Poseidon, which is a purple, which looks to be like a warm pink to purple, which I don't even know if I should bother showing you these. And you can see that. So yeah, it's this like warm pinky purple that changes over to that really cool like tealy looking blue color. That's cool. So that again is Poseidon. We've also got Orpheus, which is, these two look the same. Like these two look pretty similar to me, but I think it's the blue. This one's got more of a blurple, whereas this one's more of like a teal. And this one is called Orpheus. But I believe they both have a similar, that warm purple is the same. It's just the shift color is different. So you can see them there. So there's those two. And then this one is Dionysus, which is a like garnety red to gold. Oh, you can kind of see it there. So there's Dionysus, and then this one is Ocean. And this one is also kind of similar. This is more of a green. So green, same like purpley pink base, and then that shifty. This one's a little bit more, let me see. Let me grab the other two here. Orphe. Let me hold these up together. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, you can see how green that is. So yeah, that one's the green. Okay, so you will see a swatch here, but I only did them as themselves. I didn't layer them over anybody, so I don't know how well those are gonna, they showed up for the most part, but so as I mentioned in my last video, I'm not really sure what to do with those. So the first one that I wore from that set, I wore over a purple, and I really didn't notice any, it just looked like a normal multi-chrome to me, because the topper, I mean, it could be that I wore a deep purple color, so once I put 2 coats of that topper, it just looked like a regular multi-chrome to me. You couldn't see the base color underneath that I used, so maybe next time I will try it with like a lighter color. I mean, I could always use a white or black, but I feel like that's cheating. Like, I just don't wear white and black often enough, so I wanted to be able to wear it with like, you know, other colors in my collection. So I definitely want to keep playing with those. I'm just a little, the first go around I wasn't super thrilled with them, so now I'm a little intimidated by them. So that one I'm still kind of playing around with. So next set are going to be some A. Englands that I picked up. I feel like somebody did a sale a couple months ago. Cannot remember who for the life of me who it was, but I want to say it was either like Butometry or maybe Sykesbo maybe. Did they carry A. England? I don't remember, but somebody had a sale, so I picked up a couple extra ones. One that I was really excited about picking up was Tristan. I know a couple people, this is in their favorite A. England's set, so this is kind of a navy blue color with that shower of scattered holographic that A. England does so well. So really excited for that one. This one, I never really heard anybody talk about, but it's a purple, and I was on the website, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? This one is called Polovetzian Dances, and this one is kind of a cooler, kind of one of those like almost black purples, but it's got this really cool kind of like purpley flash in there, and the same like scattered hollow. It's so dark, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell really well on the, there you can kind of see there. That's the flash, but it's just really, it's a really deep, dark, kind of like eggplanty purple. And then the last one that I picked up, I saw, I believe Meredith from Hue Lacquer Swatch had done a swatch of this, and she was raving about it, so I decided to pick it up myself. This one is called In Robe and Crown. And this one's also a darker color. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but it's this really interesting kind of reddish brown color. It just has a slight bit of red to it. So it's definitely gonna look, you know, like a brownish kind of black color on the nail, but it's just got this kind of like warmth to it that I thought looked really, really interesting. So very excited to try that. This could be a winter shade for me. I don't know. I feel like I should have worn this during the fall time, but now we're now coming out of the fall, so I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to wear that, so we'll see. And then a couple stragglers here that don't really have families to go with. So I picked up a couple picture polishes a month or two ago when they were having, somebody was having a sale, so I decided to pick, I picked 3 up. I've worn 2 as manicures. This is the last one that I have not worn yet. This one's called Royal, and as the name suggests, it's a beautiful royal purple with scattered hollow in there. Is it scattered hollow or is it silver? Sometimes picture polish tricks me. Sometimes I want to say it's a scattered hollow and then it ends up being silver. I want to say it's a scattered hollow. So very excited to try that. I think that's a really interesting royal purple. It's just very bright. It's a medium purple, but still looks pretty bright on the nail. So that one's pretty. And then the other one is a Zoya. Oh my God. I feel like Zoya, even before the Element collection, I feel like in the summertime they did like a 3 for 15 or something like that, and I grabbed a couple, or you know what, I think it was like a neutral, they were doing some type of like neutral promo, and so it was a bunch of neutral shades, and they were selling them for like 3 for 15 or something like that. So I picked up a few, and I think I've worn the other 2. So this obviously is the last one that I haven't worn yet, and this one is Spencer, and this one just like a camely kind of warm brownish nude. So to add to my multitude of Zoya nude polishes. So didn't have that one. So that is Spencer. And then the last set of polishes that we're going to talk about are from Cirque Colors. I've got 2 sets of collections here to talk about. So the first one is the Facets collection that came out kind of early fall, and this was, I feel like they released this was probably before I started following Cirque, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe they released a similar collection probably last year sometime, because they did kind of a re-promote. So they released this Facets collection, and they had some polishes in there from the last, I don't know if it was called Facets also. I think it may have been. So they did this as kind of a re-promote. There's some new polishes in here, but they also brought back some older ones that were in that previous Facets collection. So I picked up a couple, and I also stocked up on one polish that I already had from that previous collection. So that one I'll just talk about real fast is Perieba. Perieba is this really interesting kind of like bright tealy, like tealy greenish blue. In the Facets collection, what they kind of sell themselves as is they're kind of gem-like. So they've got this crushed, just crazy amount of scattered hollow in there, so that when they get in direct sunlight, they just look crazy, shiny and beautiful. So this one is Perieba. This one came out in the previous collection, and so I had picked that one up. I realized that I was getting low on it and I didn't want to be without it, so I went ahead and picked up a backup. Now, they did mention in this new collection that the re-promote, or the ones that they're bringing back, which is this one, Dioptis, and I want to say there was one other one that I can't think of at the moment. They brought these back, but they were reformulated. So this is fairly similar to the Perieba I have in my collection already, but it is slightly different. So I don't know if I'm terribly, I only swatched it, so I feel like the color is close enough, but I don't know if I'm gonna love this as much as I love my original bottle of Perieba. But we'll see. I got a little nervous. I made 2 purchases for this Facets collection. I purchased these guys and then had a moment of panic when I realized I was about halfway through my bottle of Perieba, and so I bought this one in addition. So I'm a little, I feel like I probably jumped the gun a little bit on that one, but so we'll see. I'm not terribly crazy about this new bottle of Perieba, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence with that. But these are new to my collection. I think I may have worn one think I've worn one so far. Yeah, you saw Zircon. Zircon was the one I talked about in my last monthly manicure. So these are the rest of them. I haven't worn the rest of them yet. So we've got Tanzanite, which is the other one I was pretty excited about. It's this blurbly purple color. And this looks to be like a shapeshifter because I've seen several swatches where it looks a little bit more purple, but to me in the bottle, it's looking very, very blue. So we'll see about that. It definitely leans on the purpley blurple side. So that one again is Tanzanite. We've also got Emerald. Let me grab Perieba real quick so you guys can kind of see. These are pretty, these are closer than I thought they were going to be. So you've got Perieba here to the right, and you've got Emerald here to the left. So you can kind of see that slight bit of green, slight bit more green than Emerald has, but they are pretty darn close. So I was pretty surprised about that. So this one isn't like a true, like, it's emerald, but it's not like as dark of a emerald green as I am used to thinking about. It's a little bit lighter. So we've got Emerald, and then we've got Ruby here, which is obviously like a ruby red. And on my Instagram, when I first got these, I compared this to Blaze from Zoya. If you're interested in seeing that comparison, I would recommend going to my Instagram feed. So there's this one, and then this one is, they released 2 reds in that collection. There was this one and Garnet. This one's like the lighter of the bunch. And then the last one is Rose Quartz, which is a lighter kind of milky pink. Now, I'm a little on the fence with these so far. When I swatched them, I thought they were okay. They're a little thin to me, especially that Rose Quartz. That one, it was like, I think this took like 3 coats and it was still pretty, I could still see some pretty decent nail line on that. So the formulas are a little thin for Cirque Colors. I wasn't crazy about the formulas. And I don't know, I just feel like the colors weren't just like, I don't know. I haven't worn them as manicures yet, so we'll see. I really enjoyed Zircon, but like at first swatch, I wasn't crazy about those colors, and I don't really know why. I think it's just the formulas on them. They're not bad, but they're just a little thin, and so I don't know if you're getting the same like payoff that you could be getting if they were like a little bit thicker. I don't know. I'll hold my judgment on them until I wear them as full manicures, but for now I was just kind of like meh. And then the last set are from the new Metropolis collection. I don't know if this one's from the new, I think I just bought this. Is this from the new Metropolis collection? I can't remember, but anywho. So I picked up I definitely picked up 2 from the new Metropolis, not the new Metropolis collection, but they periodically put new polishes in that collection. The Metropolis is kind of their permanent collection, but they periodically will release new colors in that collection. So I picked up 2 when they released them. I want to say like earlier this, like maybe November-ish, late October. So I picked up 2. You would have already, well, no, you haven't already seen one because I haven't done that manicure video yet, but I've already worn one. This was the other one, which is called Bowery. It's this interesting like rusty orangey red, not orangey red, it's kind of this interesting like orangey like terracotta brownie color. So I'm really excited about that one. Although it is past fall time, it's getting into December, so I feel like my fall season is always so short because as soon as December hits, I want to wear Christmas/winter polishes, and this year in October I wore all Halloween polishes, so I really only got to wear fall polishes for like a couple weeks. So I feel like a lot of my fall polishes I didn't get a chance to wear, so I'm kind of sad about that. But I wanted to challenge myself this year and wear Halloween polishes because I never really do anything for Halloween, so I don't know. I liked my Halloween manicures, but I'm also kind of sad that I missed out on a bunch of my fall polishes, but we'll talk about that in my monthly manicures for October. This is the other one, and I can't remember for the life of me if it came out in the new release for Metropolis or if it's just one that I picked up because I wanted it and I'm too lazy to look at it at this point. So this one is called Jane on Jane Street, and it's this interesting like not blush, it's this interesting nude color. It's kind of dusty, and it's kind of this like dusty like purple, but it's got like a slight bit of, well, should say it's like a dusty pink, but it's got a slight bit of purple in it to where it's like not terribly blush colored. I don't know, I thought it was interesting looking, so I don't know, I just think that'd be an interesting like winter manicure to where it's got like a slight bit of color, but it's still kind of like cool and, yeah, I don't know. Something about that I thought was really pretty. So that one is the last one that we have to talk about. So thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm glad I got through this haul because as I've mentioned, I've got more polishes to haul here eventually for the fall until whenever I decide to do another haul. So yeah, what did you guys pick up during the, I feel like, God, that's summertime. So what have you guys been picking up? Did you guys pick up any from the Facets collection? Let me know what your thoughts are on the Facets collection, because I don't know how many people bought any from that collection, and I don't know if it's just me and I'm giving them a harsh rating at this point, or if I am correct. So let me know your thoughts if you bought any from the Facets collection. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good start to the holiday season. It is December 1st today, so the craziness is about to begin. We just got back from vacation a couple days ago, so we are nice and rested and relaxed and ready to jump into the craziness that is the holidays. And yeah, I think that's all that I've got for you guys today. I will talk to you next time. Bye.